Hello everyone, and welcome back to Urban Builder Guide. In today's video, we are going to learn the theory of tape surveying in a simple and easy to understand way. We will discuss what tape surveying is, the different types of measuring tapes used in surveying, and the important corrections that surveyors apply to improve measurement accuracy. These include temperature correction, sag correction, tension correction, and slope correction. So if you're a civil engineering student or preparing for exams or interviews, make sure to watch this video until the end. Let's get started. Tape surveying is one of the simplest and most widely used methods of surveying. In this method, the distance between 2 points is measured directly using a measuring tape. It is commonly used for small and medium-sized engineering projects where high-precision instruments are not required. Tape surveying is widely used for building layouts, road construction, land measurement, pipeline alignment, and other construction projects. It is easy to perform, economical, and provides reliable results when proper surveying procedures are followed. Now let's look at the different types of tapes used in surveying. The first type is the linen tape. A linen tape is made from woven linen or cloth. It is lightweight, flexible, and inexpensive. However, it easily stretches when wet and shrinks when dry, making it unsuitable for accurate engineering surveys. Today, it is rarely used for professional surveying work. The second type is the metallic tape. A metallic tape is made of linen reinforced with thin brass or copper wires. It is stronger and more durable than a linen tape and provides better accuracy. It is suitable for general surveying and construction work where moderate accuracy is required. The third type is the steel tape. A steel tape is the most commonly used measuring tape in civil engineering. It is manufactured from high-quality steel and is available in lengths such as 20 meters, 30 meters, and 50 meters. Steel tapes provide high accuracy and are widely used for engineering surveys, construction layouts, and site measurements. The fourth type is the Invar tape. An Invar tape is made from a special alloy containing nickel and steel. This alloy has an extremely low coefficient of thermal expansion, meaning it changes very little with temperature. Because of its exceptional accuracy, it is used for precise surveying, baseline measurements, and scientific applications. However, it is more expensive than other types of tapes. Now that we understand the different types of tapes, let's discuss the corrections applied during tape surveying. In practical surveying, measurements are affected by environmental conditions and field situations. To obtain accurate distances, surveyors apply different corrections to the measured length. The first correction is temperature correction. Every measuring tape is standardized at a specific temperature, usually 20 degrees Celsius. If the field temperature is higher than the standard temperature, the tape expands and becomes slightly longer. As a result, the measured distance becomes smaller than the actual distance. Therefore, a positive correction is added. On the other hand, if the field temperature is lower than the standard temperature, the tape contracts and becomes shorter. This causes the measured distance to become larger than the actual distance, so a negative correction is applied. A simple way to remember this is, higher temperature means the tape becomes longer, so use a positive correction. Lower temperature means the tape becomes shorter, so use a negative correction. Next is sag correction. Sometimes the measuring tape is supported only at its two ends. Due to its own weight, it hangs downward and forms a curve. This bending is called sag. Because of the sag, the measured distance becomes longer than the true horizontal distance. Therefore, sag correction is always negative, meaning it is subtracted from the measured length. Now let's discuss tension correction. Every tape is calibrated using a standard pull or tension. If a greater pull than the standard is applied in the field, the tape stretches and becomes slightly longer. This causes the measured distance to become shorter than the actual distance, so a positive correction is added. If the applied pull is less than the standard pull, the tape remains shorter than expected. As a result, the measured distance becomes larger than the actual distance, and a negative correction is applied. An easy way to remember this is, more pull means positive correction, less pull means negative correction. Finally, let's understand slope correction. When measuring on sloping ground, the tape follows the slope rather than a horizontal line. The measured slope distance is always greater than the true horizontal distance required for engineering calculations. Therefore, surveyors convert the slope distance into horizontal distance by applying slope correction. Since the slope distance is always longer, slope correction is always negative. Let's quickly summarize today's lesson. Linen tape is lightweight but not suitable for accurate engineering work. Metallic tape is stronger and suitable for general surveying. Steel tape is the most commonly used tape for civil engineering projects. Invar tape provides the highest accuracy and is used for precision surveys. Temperature correction can be positive or negative depending on whether the temperature is above or below the standard. Sag correction is always negative. Tension correction may be positive or negative depending on the applied pull. Slope correction is always negative because slope distance is greater than horizontal distance. That brings us to the end of today's lesson. I hope this video helped you understand the fundamentals of tape surveying, the different types of tapes, and the important corrections used in surveying. If you found this video helpful, please like it, share it with your classmates, and subscribe to Urban Builder Guide for more civil engineering lectures, practical surveying tutorials, and exam preparation videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.